kind of felt a little guilty at times that a whole year of my family's life was focused on me, that my siblings probably didn't get as much attention as they should have. My parents were gone most of the time with me in the hospital, so they had aunts and uncles staying with them. So I kind of still feel a little guilty about that sometimes. Never really talked about it with them, about what their feelings were, until probably about 5 years ago. And they never even felt a thing of like they were missing out on anything. They felt like my parents needed to be where they were at the time. I lost most of my friends, so I made new friends. I made a lot of friends going through treatment who experienced the same things that I was, which helped me probably more than anything could have ever helped me, is having that peer group that had either gone through the same thing I had or who was going through the same thing that I was. They really supported me and helped me out much more, understood what was going on, when those friends who I'd lost they were, I think, afraid of me. And too, it was so long ago, cancer was not really talked about. It was kind of a whisper, kind of, that girl has cancer, and it wasn't as accepted to be talked about as it is now. Something that I did personally in my mind to kind of get me through it was to know once I finished it, I was going to be normal again, because I had met so many young adults and teenagers who had been diagnosed and who were survivors. And I think that in my mind, I always thought of them, that I would be there someday. And I think meeting them was probably the best thing that could have happened. When I was diagnosed, I was so worried about what I wasn't going to be able to do. I think having been diagnosed and being a survivor now, I look at what I can do today, not what I'm going to do tomorrow. Because you never know what can happen tomorrow. So if there's something that I think I need to do or I think I want to do, I try to do it then and not put it off. I think that I value my family more maybe than some do. They're very important to me. They were very important to me when I was diagnosed and going through treatment. Maybe when you're 18, family's not a priority. It definitely took it as priority. I make sure I talk to my siblings almost every day. Like I said, you never know what could happen. I think that as far as with a job and a career, doing something that I want to do, not something for money, which I think if I probably would have not been diagnosed, I would have chosen a completely different route. My name is Tenise Fernandez, and I'm a 15-year survivor of lymphoma.